When it comes to dreaming of doing a home renovation, it's always nice to have the right designer on your side. This next segment is sponsored by Anne Marie Design Studio, where you can dream about the items you never thought you'd ever do. We're taking you from before all the way to after on a beautiful first floor remodel.
When we came in originally, there was tile on the floor, the cabinetry was just meh. I mean, it was very consistent to the area that we are located in. So West County, St. Louis area has beautiful homes, large kitchens, but it wasn't really great use of space. The design was about an L-shaped space, but it was hugged and snug tight. The island was smaller. Everything that was in the space could be fine to function for a little while, but we intentionally designed a space that we know where their coffee is going to go. We know where your spices and oils are going to go. We've got pull-out spice racks for all of those pieces. We have a microwave drawer. So before it had a microwave over a cooktop. A lot of people have that. But for functionality, it's not the best use of the space. So we instead took everything out, started from a blank scratch, palette. So in here, there was no cabinetry like this on this space. There was a desk that was being unused. So we instead put the oven on this space over here. They wanted double ovens in the kitchen. So we have a range with an induction cooktop and then a secondary oven on a completely other side. So there's just so many unique ways you can use this space for a big gathering party, just an everyday dinner at nighttime with your family, breakfast in the morning with the kids. It's just a really unique way to use the space versus how it was before.
Reimagining your space in a way you never dreamed of.
So at Anne Marie Design Studio, we love details. We really pride ourselves in choosing design details specific for every client, and we like every space to look a little different than each other. So for this kitchen, we've got these beautiful cabinets at the top that we put antique mirror in, and one lifts up in the center, the other two doors open up. It's not that the insides are so unique, it's just that the outsides are just a breath of fresh air. You don't just see cabinetry that's heavy and weighted go to the top. We didn't want to light it with lights and glass doors because they didn't really have anything specific to put inside of there. Instead, the antique mirror creates extra light in the space. It has a little bit more vintage texture to it, and it goes really beautifully with the antique hardware and the light gray palette of cabinetry that we have as well.
Bringing the details to life and modernizing your space to bring it up to date with the current times.
Some of the things they had in the house originally just didn't make sense for what they needed. The window, for example, wasn't great functionality, and it really closed it off with all the lines that were inside of it. So we gave them a new window to look out of when they're at the kitchen sink functioning right there. You can see the beauty, have the kids playing in the backyard. We've also extended the length of the countertop and cabinetry to go left farther. It just didn't go as far before. And by doing that, we've created a great place to put small appliances and a microwave drawer and just more cabinet storage overall. We also brought all the cabinetry to the ceiling. They hadn't had that before, so that really increased the height of the room.
Taking your kitchen to new heights.
The wet bar that they had before was just dark, didn't have a lot of good storage inside of it, just kind of a landing space for everything. So we invented that space over for them again. We gave them a great little beverage center refrigeration unit on the bottom, and we put a smaller sink. They didn't need a large sink in that space. They're really gonna use that for a coffee station. So we just need to fill and pour out the container that you fill things with water for the coffee. And then we did glass cabinetry at the top and floating shelves. The tile in that space is marvelous. You just want to go touch it or pet it. It's a great feeling to have in that space. And it's just the perfect little nook around the corner from the kitchen, so everyone can use it whether they're having a party or just everyday coffee.
And speaking of parties, Anne Marie feels like the floors should always be the center of attention.
I have a lot of people ask me if we should put hardwood floors through the whole house. My answer is yes. It's a beautiful way to really make the spaces flow together.
Just like all of her designs, flowing with her expertise to your style to create the perfect bathroom, kitchen, or entire home remodel. Interested in working with Anne Marie Design Studio? Head online to annemariestudio.com. In De Pere, I'm Chelsea Haynes for Studio STL. If you're in the market for a bathroom or kitchen remodel, the Anne Marie Design Studio is the perfect place for you. You can go ahead and renovate whatever you like, the kitchen, the bathroom, the entire first floor. Her design tip for you today is to hire a designer to create a space that you have never dreamed of before. As a designer, she gets to see the ins and outs of all things great. So just pick up the phone and make your appointment today. The number to dial is 636-821-3395.